the beginning of this year, Edgybees, we released with DJI a game, an augmented reality game in which we had tens of thousands of users playing this game, competing with one another, flying drones and doing obstacle courses, flying around and competing with each other around the world. So we had tens of thousands of users. They're all playing, having a good time, having fun. Romeo, who is somewhere in the audience here, gave me a call, and our company, we were very focused on the gaming space and developed this real-time augmented reality technology. And he said, there's a lot of use cases that we can apply to in the commercial drone space. In particularly, the main idea of it was taking a look at what we can do in the commercial space, and we have real-time AR. So for those of you who are familiar with drones, I mean, this is something, a video which we're all familiar with. You have a drone up in the air, you're looking at a situation where you don't know really where you're flying. You're flying over a flooded area, you could be flying over a field, houses, and so on. Our AR technology, we are able to give you the maps in real time when you're flying your drone, give you points of interest, GPS locations, which can help you understand where you need to find a person in these critical situations. Additionally, we're able to apply our AR for power lines, personnel, engines, as well as those people here. And once again, what's very important is the ability to live stream this back to the command center, and all of this is locally recorded for both for the ability for those people inside of the command center, as well as for insurance purposes. So what have we built this software on? So we built an augmented reality OS layer on top of the fantastic hardware of DJI, where we have first response. We built that initial gaming as well as, you mentioned, media and broadcasting, and commercial and industrial. We have a number of different, as I mentioned with one of the questions here, we have a number of different applications building visual ADS-B, where you're flying your drone and you have the ability to visualize where the no-fly zones are. We have a number of other features in the public safety side of things. So talking a little bit about the lessons learned during the hurricane is we learned about the necessity of offline capabilities when you have no comms, what you need to do. We learned about the need for markers, as well as identifying people. So as I mentioned a little bit earlier, is the technology itself, we have sensor fusion, where we're able to look at where the drone is at any given time, where we're able to get accurate and inaccurate streams of that sensor fusion. The video for augmentation, where we're able to give you real-time, high-quality video out there. And we have droned AI. What does that mean? There's a high latency between the controller and the drone, so we have to do a little bit of cheating to understand where the drone is going in real time to make sure there's less of that jumpiness when you're flying the drone itself. There's a lot of companies out here today. I'm talking about real-time mapping. There's plenty of companies that do mapping. Most of that is done offline analytics, 3D mapping. We are not doing that. We're focused on real-time information and the ability for you to get all that real-time info. As I mentioned, we worked with a few companies like FlyMotion, who have been flying and testing our software. Other key use cases where we found today is night flying. The ability to fly with AR in a nighttime scenario, where you can identify where the streets are, where a repair truck is, and nighttime flying, and understand where are high voltage lines. All of that can place there. Other types of things can be in a pipeline or in an oil rig type scenarios, where we can get the information. So as we talked about earlier, the ability to get this GIS information of where a pipeline may be, where a tanker, anything with a sensor, this is what we're focused on. Other use cases may be in some sort of gas situation or other types of emergency situations. All of this sensor data is important in terms of understanding these locations. So we have a number of use cases that we have touched on in terms of the fire lines and wildfires. All of these are applications that we've been working with customers on today. So there's lots of fire departments, police departments. One of the interesting thing in talking to, I don't need to preach to the choir here, but I think it's very interesting to see how fast growing the public safety market is that it's quite expensive to have a helicopter. I think in less than a couple of years, there's more fire and police departments than having choppers out there. So one of the things in talking to the folks like Romeo is, I think it's great that the drones, I think the hardware that DJI have is phenomenal. But what we have really focused on is really intelligent software that's going to give you the real-time information that allows you to understand what is happening in terms of situation awareness. We're partnered with DJI as well as with some telecommunications companies. We partnered pretty strongly with them. In terms of verticals, we're working in public safety, broadcasting, industrial, real estate. All of these are verticals that we are focused on today. And I'm going to let you show you something really fun. So we talked about training and we talked about our game. So this is our game in which you're able to fly a drone around in a gaming environment. So this is being used by tens of thousands of users today flying this game. And we actually we were told that we have a number of folks that actually are using this game to help train pilots today. So we're actually taking this game and modifying this for training purposes. So I'll actually show you this. So that, once again, this game, Drone Pre-AR, you can download it off the web and play it anytime you want. The team itself is an amazing engineering team. Let me tell you a little bit about the amazing engineering team that we've got. So it's headed by my partner and CTO, Menashe Haskin. He was previously ran the Israeli office for Amazon Prime Air, the delivery drone. Prior to that, he actually was on the early team that wrote some of the software for the Amazon Alexa, as well as the Amazon Fire TV. So we have an amazing engineering team with a number of these different patents, and we're looking forward to working with the market and helping public safety, broadcasting, different verticals, anybody who wants real-time AR for situational awareness. This is what we're focused on.